beneath the deep blue waves of the ocean, three seemingly unrelated creatures weave together an extraordinary story of nature's wonders. Dolphins, intelligent, agile, and highly social hunters, are true masters of teamwork. Thriving in the wild currents, sardines, though small and seemingly insignificant, play a vital role in the ocean's food web, gathering in massive shimmering schools to deter predators. And then, the majestic manta rays. Silent giants of the sea, gliding gracefully through the water, hiding immense power beneath their serene beauty. Let's dive deep into how these three remarkable creatures paint a breathtaking portrait of balance, beauty, and survival in the heart of the ocean. Dolphins, the conquerors of the ocean. The ocean is a vast and ever-changing world, where every wave, current, and tidal flow composes a living symphony. Beneath the glimmering surface lies a bustling ecosystem. From schools of millions of migrating fish to apex predators like dolphins and killer whales, all playing their roles in this dynamic world. Off the coast of the Kaikoura Peninsula, famous for its rich marine life, dusky dolphins create a spectacular sight. Hundreds of dolphins work in perfect harmony, returning from a night of hunting in the nutrient-rich Kaikoura Canyon, where deep-sea upwellings bring life from thousands of meters below. These powerful currents carry plankton and small fish to the surface, attracting not only dolphins, but also vast shoals of prey, turning the canyon into a feeding hotspot. Dusky dolphins are masters of strategy. Under the cover of darkness, they use complex hunting techniques, corralling schools of fish into tight balls, then taking turns to dart in and snatch their meal. Their streamlined bodies and extraordinary echolocation abilities allow them to navigate with precision in the dimly lit depths, detecting prey from remarkable distances. Even in total darkness, their high-frequency clicks paint a vivid acoustic picture of the underwater landscape. As the first light of dawn pierces the horizon, they leap and spin in joyful displays, reinforcing their social bonds. These acrobatics are more than just play. They are essential rituals of communication and cohesion. Every twist, somersault, and slap of the tail sends a message to the rest of the pod. Their clicks and whistles echo like an underwater symphony, not only communicating, but also strengthening the unity that ensures their survival in this challenging environment. In dolphin society, cooperation is survival. Mothers care for their calves with tender attention, teaching them to hunt and avoid danger. Elders pass on wisdom of migration routes and feeding grounds. They live in tight-knit groups where trust and teamwork are paramount. This social intelligence is one of the reasons dolphins are considered among the most intelligent creatures in the animal kingdom. But danger is never far away. In the distance, the towering dorsal fins of orcas cut through the surface like black blades. Silent, powerful, and relentless, they close in on the unsuspecting dolphins. The top predator of the seas has found its mark. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are apex hunters that sometimes target dolphins. These formidable predators use tactics of their own, working as a coordinated team to outmaneuver their agile prey. Orcas are known to communicate and plan attacks, anticipating the evasive maneuvers of dolphins. A high-speed chase erupts, each twist and turn a desperate attempt by the dolphins to evade capture. For dolphins, escape relies on their incredible speed, agility, and tight social coordination. They scatter in a flurry of silver arcs, weaving through bepas alds and leaping clear of the water to confuse their pursuers. Some dolphins will even act as decoys, risking themselves to divert the attention of the predators away from vulnerable members of the pod. In this eternal dance of survival, every moment is a battle of wits and endurance. The ocean is not merely a home. It is a grand arena where power, intelligence, and cooperation determine who thrives and who becomes prey. Manta rays, the silent dancers of the sea. Beneath the deep blue waves of the ocean, three seemingly unrelated creatures weave together an extraordinary story of nature's wonders. Dolphins, intelligent, agile, and highly social hunters, are true masters of teamwork, thriving in the wild currents. Sardines, though small and seemingly insignificant, play a vital role in the ocean's food web, gathering in massive shimmering schools to deter predators. And then the majestic manta rays, silent giants of the sea, gliding gracefully through the water, hiding immense power beneath their serene beauty. Let's dive deep into how these three remarkable creatures paint a breathtaking portrait of balance, beauty, and survival in the heart of the ocean. These nutrient-rich waters, teeming with plankton and tiny crustaceans, mark the starting point of their epic journey toward the cooler, safer southern waters for breeding. Swarms of plankton bloom in the sunlit shallows, creating a feeding bonanza. Manta rays, with their cavernous mouths wand open, scoop up clouds of these microscopic creatures, filtering thousands of liters of water each hour through specialized gill plates that trap their prey. But manta rays are not just passive feeders. They are strategic hunters. They often engage in barrel rolls or loop-the-loops within dense plankton swarms, maximizing their intake. Observers of these feeding frenzies describe them as underwater ballet performances. Their graceful arcs choreographed by the invisible currents of the sea. Manta rays possess the largest brain-to-body ratio of any fish species, granting them remarkable cognitive abilities. They show signs of self-awareness, curiosity, and even playfulness. Studies suggest they can recognize themselves in mirrors, a trait shared with only a few of the most intelligent animals on Earth. This intelligence extends to social interactions. Manta rays form dynamic communities, recognizing individual members and establishing social hierarchies. Along the way, mother rays swim protectively alongside their young, teaching them vital survival skills. Unlike many fish, manta rays give birth to live young, usually just one pup every 2 to 3 years, making every calf precious. From the moment they are born, the young rays must learn to navigate ocean currents, find food, and evade predators. The mother's venomous tail spine serves as both a defensive weapon and a lesson in survival. Her mere presence deters many would-be attackers, and her vigilant guidance helps ensure her offspring's chances of survival in these perilous waters. When they reach coral reefs, they pause to feed and rejuvenate. These reefs act as oases in the open ocean, not only rich in plankton, but also home to cleaning stations. Here, cleaner wrasses and other small fish flock to the manta rays, picking off parasites and dead skin. Manta rays visit these stations regularly, their patient stillness a stark contrast to their otherwise constant motion. These moments of mutual benefit highlight the intricate web of life beneath the waves. But beauty does not guarantee safety. From the depths, the shadowy outline of a tiger shark emerges, eyes locked onto a young manta ray straying from the group. The predator advances silently, a sleek shape forged by millions of years of evolution for this very moment. The young ray, sensing danger, flicks its fins in alarm. The mother manta does not hesitate. She positions herself between the predator and her calf, using her broad wings to shield the young one. With a sudden, whip-like motion, she lashes her venomous tail toward the shark's sensitive snout. Startled, the shark recoils and slinks back into the blue gloom. But this is only a momentary reprieve. At journey's end, in the nutrient-rich waters of the South Pacific, the manta rays gather beneath the setting sun. Their dark silhouettes cast grand shadows on the white sands below as dozens, sometimes hundreds, come together in a spectacular natural congregation. Here, courtship rituals unfold. Males pursue females in high-speed chases, demonstrating their strength and stamina in the hopes of securing a mate. Females test their suitors by leading them on long pursuits, ensuring only the fittest pass on their genes. Yet even in this sanctuary, danger lingers. The black shadows of orcas and opportunistic tiger sharks patrol the outskirts of the gathering, watching for signs of weakness. Orcas, with their sophisticated hunting strategies and cooperative tactics, are formidable foes. They work as a team, encircling the manta rays and forcing them into tight defensive formations. The rays respond by clustering together, overlapping their wings like living shields, creating an impenetrable shell of motion and muscle. Despite these dangers, manta rays endure. They are survivors of an ancient lineage, swimming the oceans long before humans ever set sail. Their migration, their struggles, and their triumphs are testaments to the resilience of life in the planet's largest, most mysterious habitat. As dusk deepens and the first stars twinkle above the horizon, the manta rays continue their silent dance. A graceful, timeless performance beneath the waves carried by the rhythms of the sea. Sardines, the Great Migration. Off the warm shores of southern Africa, beneath the golden light of dawn, a great migration begins. It starts quietly, a ripple of life beneath the surface as countless silvery sardines rise from the cooler depths, guided by instinct, older than memory. Soon, what was once a scattered gathering transforms into a living tide. Billions of sardines, their bodies flashing like polished mirrors. Beneath the sun, driven by changing seasons and dwindling local food supplies, the sardines surge northward, drawn to the life-giving Benguela current. This cold, nutrient-rich stream breathes vitality into the ocean, fueling a vast explosion of plankton, the foundation of marine life. For the sardines, it promises not just sustenance, but survival. As they move, their bodies catch the sunlight, creating rolling, shimmering waves that stretch for miles. To predators, this brilliant display is irresistible. Yet for the sardines, it is their first line of defense, a tactic called the confusion effect. In such overwhelming numbers, they create a shifting, dazzling wall of silver, making it almost impossible for attackers to single out an individual target. But the ocean is a theater of constant danger. From the depths, sleek reef sharks emerge, their senses finely tuned to the vibrations of fleeing fish. They slice through the schools with terrifying precision, scattering sardines in every direction. Above, the skies darken as flocks of Cape gannets soar and wheel, scanning the silver mass below. When the moment is right, they fold their wings and plummet like torpedoes, piercing the surface in explosive strikes. The sardines respond as if they share a single mind. With a collective flick of their tails, they tighten into dense bait balls. Living fortresses no more than a few meters across, yet containing thousands of individuals. These bait balls churn and boil with frantic energy. A desperate gambit to connect and overwhelm their attackers. But predators are not easily deterred. Dolphins arrive next, masters of strategy and teamwork. With bursts of speed and sharp sonar clicks, they corral the sardines from below. Herding them toward the surface. There, the bait balls become vulnerable to a new wave of aerial attacks from gannets and cormorants. Even more perilous, dolphins create curtains of bubbles, trapping the sardines in walls of shimmering foam, a hunting technique refined over generations. Soon, the giants of the ocean join the feast. Bride's whales, their cavernous mouths wide open, charge through the chaotic scene, engulfing thousands of sardines in a single gulp. Their sheer size is awe-inspiring, their feeding power unstoppable. Humpback whales, too, with their immense pectoral fins, rise majestically from the depths to join the banquet. The water boils with life and death. For days, the sardines swim relentlessly, their journey marked by an unbroken series of sieges. Yet they persist, driven by a primal rhythm. an unyielding instinct to reach the nutrient-rich northern waters where survival is possible. But nature is not their only challenge. In recent years, human fishing fleets, equipped with advanced sonar and massive nets, have entered the scene. They harvest sardines by the ton, disrupting the natural balance of this fragile spectacle. Climate change, too, alters the ocean currents, making the migration path less predictable, and the plankton blooms less abundant. The Great Sardine Run, once a reliable pulse in the heartbeat of the sea, now faces an uncertain future. Finally, after weeks of relentless swimming and constant threat, the surviving sardines reach the cooler northern waters. Here, under the shelter of kelp forests and coastal cliffs, they find temporary sanctuary. Plankton blooms in abundance, offering a much-needed reprieve. The sardines feast, replenishing their energy, and may then even find time to spawn, releasing clouds of eggs and milt into the water, ensuring that a new generation will rise to continue this eternal journey. But peace is only momentary. From the shadows, tiger sharks patrol the kelp forests. Above, seabirds circle, ever watchful. Even here, survival demands vigilance. The sardines remain alert, their eyes ever scanning, their movements ever synchronized. This is the price of life in the ocean: eternal motion, constant awareness, and unwavering unity. As night falls over the coastal waters, the sardines glitter beneath the moonlight like stars scattered across the sea. Their journey, filled with danger and wonder, is a living testament to nature's grandeur and resilience. And as new hatchlings rise from the plankton-rich waters, the cycle begins anew. The Great Migration is not only a story of survival, it is the lifeblood of the ocean itself. From dolphins and whales to sharks and seabirds, countless creatures depend on the abundance of the sardine run. It is a spectacle that nourishes both body and spirit, a fleeting miracle that reminds us of the delicate threads that bind life beneath the waves. And as long as the currents flow and the moon commands the tides, the sardines will dance their silver dance across the ocean, carrying the legacy of life forward into the endless blue. The giant squid, deep-sea legend. In the cold, dark depths where sunlight never reaches, an elusive legend moves gracefully through the abyss. The giant squid. Here, in a realm of eternal twilight, where pressures would crush a submarine and temperatures hover just above freezing, this mysterious leviathan reigns supreme. Growing up to an astonishing 45 feet, 14 meters in length, and weighing over 1,100 pounds, 500 kilograms. The giant squid is a marvel of evolutionary engineering. Its massive eyes, the largest in the animal kingdom, as big as dinner plates, peer through the darkness, capable of detecting even the faintest glimmer of bioluminescence from far-off prey or approaching predators. In a world without sunlight, sight remains a powerful ally. But the giant squid is not only a creature of scale, it is a master of precision. Its 8 powerful arms, lined with hundreds of suction cups, are studded with intricate nerve endings that can sense texture, position, and even taste. Every contact is a flood of information, helping the squid build a mental map of its surroundings in the pitch-black abyss. Alongside these arms, two even longer feeding tentacles, elastic and lightning fast, are launched like harpoons to seize distant prey and draw it toward the squid's beaked mouth. Their skin, alive with millions of chromatophores, can shimmer and pulse with changing colors. Though color perception in the deep is limited, this ability serves to startle predators or send signals to rivals. When a shark prowls nearby, the giant squid can shift its hues in an instant, blending seamlessly with the rocky seabed or the drifting detritus of the deep. One moment, a shadow, the next, a ghost. It vanishes like a phantom. But it's not just stealth, it's intelligence. The giant squid possesses the largest brain of any invertebrate, rivaling some marine mammals in complexity. Its brain is a dense hub of problem-solving power, and its body is effectively wired for multitasking. Nerve cells, some as thick as a human finger, extend throughout its arms, allowing each limb to function semi-independently. Tasting, feeling, grappling, and even exploring new environments simultaneously, while the squid focuses on larger threats or opportunities. This decentralized nervous system is a masterpiece of biological efficiency, enabling the squid to hunt and evade with breathtaking coordination. As masters of ambush, they conceal themselves among deep-sea rock formations, lying in wait for unsuspecting prey. When a fish or crustacean ventures too close, the squid's tentacles shoot forward with blistering speed, drawing the hapless victim toward its sharp, parrot-like beak. This beak, made of keratin tougher than bone, can crack through the armored shells of crabs and lobsters, ensuring a rich, protein-packed meal. Yet for all its power, the giant squid is not without threats. From the darkness, perhaps its most formidable predator looms, the mighty sperm whale. Armed with powerful sonar, the whale descends into the depths in search of its elusive quarry. What follows is a titanic battle of survival. Deep scars, etched into the heads of sperm whales, bear silent witness to the ferocity of these encounters. Sucker marks left by a squid fighting for its life in the crushing depths. The giant squid's legend extends beyond the deep ocean trenches into the lore of humankind. For centuries, sailors spoke in hushed tones of the kraken, a monstrous sea creature said to drag entire ships beneath the waves. Though exaggerated by fear and imagination, these tales were rooted in truth. Giant squid carcasses, washed ashore or found in the bellies of whales, fueled maritime myths and cemented their place as icons of oceanic mystery. But the story of the giant squid is not solely one of ferocity. It is also a story of devotion. Mother squids display extraordinary care for their offspring. After mating in the depths, females lay thousands of eggs, clustering them in protective gelatinous masses. In a quiet, steadfast ritual, the mother tirelessly fans water over the eggs, ensuring a continuous flow of oxygen. She guards them from scavengers and drifting debris, her watchful vigil lasting until at last, the tiny hatchlings, miniature versions of their colossal parents, burst free and drift into the abyss to begin their own journeys. These young squid enter a world of both wonder and danger, where bioluminescent creatures flash like constellations, and every day is a test of survival. Some will grow to inherit the deep, while others will fuel the cycle of life that sustains the ocean's delicate balance. For now, the giant squid remains one of the deep sea's most enduring enigmas. Even with modern technology, sightings of living giants remain rare and fleeting. They are the ghosts of the abyss, keepers of ancient secrets, gliding through the darkness with silent grace. As our understanding of the oceans deepens, the giant squid stands as a powerful reminder. There are still wonders in this world waiting to be discovered, legends that live and breathe in the unexplored corners of our blue planet. Great white shark, the apex predator. With sleek, torpedo-shaped bodies and rows of over 300 razor-sharp, serrated teeth, great white sharks reign as the ultimate hunters of the sea. Growing up to 20 feet, 6 meters long, and weighing over 5,000 pounds, 2,268 kilograms, they are built for power, speed, and precision, capable of bursts exceeding 35 miles per hour, 56 km/h, and delivering bite forces up to an astonishing 1.8 tons. Few creatures in the ocean can escape their relentless pursuit. Yet beneath their fearsome reputation lies a masterpiece of evolutionary brilliance. Their skin, tough and sandpaper-like, is covered in microscopic structures called dermal denticles. Tiny, tooth-like scales that reduce drag and boost hydrodynamic efficiency. These denticles channel water over their bodies in smooth laminar flows, allowing the shark to move swiftly and silently through the water. Their countershading, dark gray or blue along the back, fading to a pale white belly, serves as perfect camouflage. From above, they blend into the dark ocean depths. From below, they vanish against the brighter surface waters. This natural stealth design makes them nearly invisible to unsuspecting prey until the moment of attack. But great whites are far more than machines of brute force. They are intelligent, curious hunters that learn from experience and adapt their strategies based on prey behavior. Scientists have documented how great whites will circle potential prey, observing from a distance before deciding how or whether to strike. Some ambush from below, using the element of surprise to launch themselves out of the water in breathtaking breaches, slamming into seals with unstoppable momentum. Their sensory arsenal is equally extraordinary. Great whites possess the famed ampullae of Lorenzini, special electroreceptors in their snouts that detect the faint electrical fields generated by the heartbeat and muscle contractions of nearby prey. Even buried fish hiding under sand are betrayed by these subtle electric signals. Alongside acute vision and an exceptional sense of smell, capable of detecting blood at parts per million, these senses form a hunting toolkit few animals can rival. But there's more to these predators than predation. Contrary to popular belief, great white sharks rarely target humans intentionally. Most attacks are cases of mistaken identity. The silhouette of a surfer from below resembles that of a seal. Once they realize their error, they often release their grip and swim away. Far from the mindless killers portrayed in popular media, great whites exhibit cautious curiosity and often investigate objects before attacking. As apex predators, great white sharks play a crucial role in maintaining the health of marine ecosystems. By preying on sick, injured, or overly abundant species, they regulate populations and prevent imbalances that could ripple through the food chain. However, this ancient predator now faces a new and formidable threat. Humanity. Driven by fear, misunderstanding, and commercial gain, humans have hunted great whites for decades. Their teeth and jaws are sought after as trophies, their fins for soup, and their cartilage for dubious health supplements. Industrial fishing practices, such as longlining and gill netting, claim thousands of sharks each year as bycatch. Habitat degradation and climate change further threaten their food sources and migratory routes. Ironically, the removal of these apex predators undermines the very health of the oceans upon which we all depend. Without great whites, marine ecosystems begin to unravel, highlighting their indispensable role in the balance of life beneath the waves. But there is hope. Growing conservation efforts, from protected marine reserves to international agreements banning shark finning, are helping to safeguard the future of great white sharks. Increasing public awareness is shifting perceptions, replacing fear with respect and fascination. Scientists, aided by satellite tagging and underwater drones, continue to unlock the mysteries of these elusive hunters, learning more about their migrations, social behavior, and even individual personalities. In the end, the great white shark is not just a symbol of fearsome power, it is a symbol of resilience, intelligence, and the fragile beauty of our oceans. Protecting these apex predators is not only about preserving a single species, it is about safeguarding the entire web of life that stretches across the blue planet. As the sun sets over the endless horizon, the silhouette of the great white glides silently beneath the waves. A reminder that the wild still exists. And it is our responsibility to ensure it remains so for generations to come. Orcas, masters of strategy. In the boundless blue, where the sun's rays fade into the abyss, orcas, the largest members of the dolphin family, command respect as the undisputed monarchs of the marine kingdom. With streamlined bodies stretching up to 30 feet, 9 meters, and weighing over 13,000 pounds, 6 tons, orcas combine sheer brute strength with extraordinary intelligence, making them one of the most formidable predators on the planet. Their iconic black and white coloration is not just for show. It's a masterpiece of camouflage. When seen from below, their pale underbellies blend with the bright surface light. From above, their dark backs disappear to the inky depths. They are phantoms of the ocean, slipping silently between light and shadow. But the true power of orcas lies not in muscle alone. It lies in their minds. Orcas are among the most intelligent animals on Earth, capable of solving complex problems, using tools, and even displaying cultural behaviors passed down through generations. Their sophisticated language, a rich symphony of clicks, whistles, and pulsed calls, allows them to coordinate with military precision. Each pod has its own unique dialect, a family language understood only by its members. Through this acoustic code, they strategize, plan attacks, and strengthen social bonds. Unlike solitary hunters, orcas are the ultimate team players. Spying a lone seal, resting on a fragile ice floe. They do not rush recklessly toward their prey. Instead, they advance like seasoned tacticians. One orca generates powerful waves, rocking the ice and forcing the seal toward the water's edge. Others encircle the floe, predicting every possible escape route. The seal, cornered and panicked, tumbles into the frigid water, and in a flash, the pod strikes with lethal precision. Their tactics vary across the globe, adapted to local prey and conditions. In Patagonia, orcas launch themselves onto beaches to snatch unsuspecting sea lions in daring, high-risk ambushes. Along the coasts of Norway, they corral vast shoals of herring into tight balls, slapping them with their tails to stun the fish before swallowing them whole. Even the ocean's most feared predators are not beyond their reach. Great white sharks, masters of the sea in their own right, fall prey to orcas with chilling efficiency. In a display of biological mastery, orcas flip the sharks upside down, inducing a state called tonic immobility, a temporary paralysis, before delivering the fatal bite to the liver, a nutrient-rich organ. It's a precise, calculated attack, perfected through generations of learning and passed on like a legacy. Yet, despite their fearsome prowess, orcas live by rules of family and cooperation. Each pod operates as a tightly knit family unit. Matriarchs, the wise elder females, lead the group with knowledge accumulated over decades. They remember migratory routes, the locations of seasonal hunting grounds, and the tactics best suited for particular prey. Calves are raised communally, with aunts and older siblings, helping to teach them hunting skills and social behavior. These social bonds run deep. Orcas mourn their dead, play games together, and have even been observed passing knowledge to younger generations. Some pods have been known to adopt injured or orphaned individuals, a testament to their complex emotional lives. From the frigid Arctic and Antarctic circles to temperate fjords and even tropical seas, orcas are among the most widely distributed marine mammals on Earth. Their adaptability allows them to thrive in diverse habitats, preying on everything from fish and squid to seals, sea lions, and whales. But even the ocean's kings are not immune to danger. Human activities, from overfishing that depletes their prey to noise pollution that disrupts their communication, pose growing threats. Contaminants, like heavy metals and PCBs, accumulate in their bodies, particularly in mothers, who risk passing these toxins to their calves. Ship strikes and entanglement in fishing gear add to the perils. Efforts to protect orcas are more than just about preserving a single species. They are about safeguarding the health of entire marine ecosystems. As apex predators, orcas regulate prey populations and maintain ecological balance. Without them, the marine food web risks unraveling. Yet hope remains. Around the world, Conservationists, scientists, and coastal communities are fighting to protect these magnificent creatures. Through marine protected areas, sustainable fisheries, and cleaner oceans, we can ensure that orcas continue to rule the seas for generations to come. As the sun dips below the horizon and the ocean darkens into mystery, the haunting calls of orcas echo across the waves. They are more than predators. They are guardians of the deep, architects of their ecosystems, and living proof of the brilliance and beauty that thrives beneath the surface of our blue planet. Beneath the waves, the ocean is not just a habitat, it is the very heartbeat of our planet, a realm of beauty and brutality, where survival stories unfold with every tide. By protecting our oceans, we ensure these magnificent creatures continue to inspire awe for generations to come. Let us cherish the ocean and keep its legends alive.